The digital divide isn't just about who has Wi Fi, it's about who gets to fully participate in modern life education, healthcare, jobs, and community, and who gets left behind. Access alone isn't equity. And today, we'll look at where the divide stands and how technology can help close it. At its core, the digital divide is the gap between people who have affordable access, the right to devices, and the digital skills to use them, and people who don't. And this isn't a niche problem. It touches education, healthcare, employment, and civic life. And it affects every generation in both rural and urban communities. It's easy to picture this as a rural problem or a low income problem, but really it shows up almost anywhere technology touches daily life, which today is nearly everywhere. It's tempting to think of the divide as one simple line, connected or not connected, but it really is four overlapping dimensions. Quality, it's the speed and reliability that we provide for internet services. Is it enough for things like video calls or telehealth or just barely functional? Then we look at availability. Is there physical infrastructure nearby at all? Affordability is a factor. Can people actually pay for internet relative to their income? And do people have the skills and motivation to use it meaningfully? Two people can both technically have access and still be on opposite sides of the divide. These barriers don't fall evenly. Low income households and communities of color face disproportionate impact, often tied to historic underinvestment in infrastructure. Rural residents deal with availability gaps, while people with disabilities face accessibility barriers in devices and software. And older adults often face a skills and comfort gap more than an access gap. Most importantly, these barriers overlap. Someone facing two or three of these at once experiences a much deeper divide. So let's make this clear. Among lower income adults, roughly a quarter don't own a smartphone. Over 40% lack home broadband, and over 40% lack a computer at all. Compared to near universal ownership among higher earners, this isn't a standalone. It's the difference between making a telehealth appointment or missing it entirely. It's a child completing homework or falling behind. It's applying for a job online or being invisible to employers who only post job openings digitally. This gap is the difference between opportunity and being excluded. Here's a piece that's easy to overlook as well. Even where access exists, skills often don't. So 92% of jobs today require digital skills, yet nearly one in three workers haven't had the opportunity to build them. And the stakes are real. Jobs requiring even one digital skill pay about 23% more on average, roughly $8,000 a year. Access alone isn't enough. Skills are just as critical, and this is where our solution needs to start. Our first solution is affordable infrastructure and devices, but not as three separate fixes. It's broadband access, the right devices paired with digital literacy training, and technical support and navigation services that connect people to it all. None of these work in isolation or independently. Giving someone a laptop without training or training without affordable internet, that still leaves the gap wide open. Our second solution is community driven connectivity. Community networks bring affordable access to underserved and rural areas that larger providers often won't invest in because it's not profitable enough for them. And there's a bonus effect. When communities build and own their own connectivity, they build shared digital literacy in the process. The Wa Milano Hawaii model is a great example. Local ownership turned into local expertise, and often local solutions are the most effective ones. So let's talk about our third solution, and this closes the skills gap directly. Investing in training empowers workers. It builds confidence, capability, and real economic mobility. And for employers, this isn't charity, it's strategy. Better trained applicants, stronger retention, and a real competitive edge. The payoff is higher pay for more workers, more qualified hires for business, and stronger local economies for everyone. We all win. In closing, as we discuss closing the digital divide, it comes down to one equation: access plus affordability plus skills plus support equals digital equity. No single fix closes this gap alone. It takes all four pieces working together, and it starts with recognizing that this is a solvable problem, one that becomes solvable the moment we decide it matters. Thank you so much for your time.